right up in your thighs. What a wonderful phrase. Welcome back. It is 8:20-ish on Wednesday, probably sometime in the 10:30 to 11:30 hour in our Queensland, Australia office. Welcome back to Technically Speaking Live. And once again, as you see in studio right now, Mr. Stats. Now, you'll know, Stats, you were the center of a poll that I put out on Twitter. The good news is the poll on Twitter basically allowed you to be back in studio with a microphone and the whole 9 yards. However, everyone still says you suck.
Yeah, well, what were the options top to bottom on the poll again? I'm trying to remember which one I voted for.
I believe it was something like he's suspended. You get a microphone, but no video. No video, but a microphone, or a video and no microphone, some sort of combination, or I don't care, he just sucks.
I think that's the one I voted for.
That was the one that was the overwhelming winner.
Well, it's okay.
By a lot. Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Stats is looking spiffy tonight. Yes, he is. He had he's showing off his chest hair.
Got a popsicle summertime shirt on.
Popsicle summertime with the hair. So I'd like to tell you that we have a really good show. That would be a lie. The show is going to be all over the place, as it always is.
We have a show.
We do have a show. I do want to talk about some things that's been going around on the old tech Twitter sphere. This concept of why everybody seems so upset with people buying and then returning a product when they don't really like the product. And then also talking about when people they're like, I'm selling my M1 Apple Mac. Apple duped you. Because, WWDC. And Apple came out and was basically like, yeah, cool. The iPad Pro M1 is this overwhelmingly powerful device, but we're not going to put any Pro apps on there for you. And I am an iPad Pro user, 2018 edition. And I did not upgrade to the M1 on purpose. So I want to talk about that a little bit. Man, Twitter sphere lost their minds because of it. Jesus.
Well, but I think there's also a lot of the Twitter sphere was looking for something to lose their minds over about
Fair.
WWDC, because just like when Google did their I.O., people
lost their minds.
People want something. That something is called hardware. And that's not what I.O. and that's not what WWDC is about.
Gave me a lot of joy in my heart when everybody was like, I expected stuff because Apple does this. It gave me a lot of joy in my heart. They're like, this is awful. WWDC is awful, super boring. I'm getting Google I.O. vibes. Good. Let the hate flow through you. Even Apple's not perfect. And can we also talk about the fact that Apple's like, I'm the best at privacy. Look at all the privacy that I do. Privacy. I care about your privacy. Look, let's talk about the real facts here about the whole privacy thing. Apple is, and depending on who you ask, almost everybody would agree with me, an outstanding marketing company.
Yes, 100%.
They can market the Holy Spirit out of just about anything. Well, yeah, and trust me, they have.
They duped a bunch of people into buying M1s, evidently.
Oh, shots fired early on the show. But they are great at marketing. They give you the sense of why you should buy that product. They give you everything about wanting to buy that product. And you have to have the product.
Oh, you've got to play in their sandbox.
You got it. Like, privacy is an Apple marketing ploy. Look, a lot of companies are really good about data privacy. They just don't talk about it. Mm-hmm. It's just
because it's private.
Well, a lot of times, to be honest, and to Apple's credit, they do a really good job telling people privacy is very important. I personally really like the fact that they're telling people privacy is very important. I love that because that's true. We should be caring as much as evidently Apple is about how you do your data in the privacy related spectrum. Love it. Can't get enough of it. They're not the best at it. They're just not. They're not the best at it, but they'll be the best talking about it. By far the best talking about it. And this is not me going, well, Google's better than Apple. It has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. Apple's not as good as they say that they are, and Google's not as bad as people say that they are either. It's they got to squish down toward the middle this way a little bit. Are they equal? No. Which one's better? Boy, that depends. A lot of people are going to say, well, Apple's better. Why? Tell me why you say Apple's better. If you give me something like their encryption is stronger, one, not true. At least I don't think that it's true. So I'll say,
maybe
based on what I know, not true. But if you educate me better, then maybe that's different. Go to Apple and read what data they do to collect, and it'll surprise you. It'll surprise you because they give their data to themselves and then market you for their stuff. Mm-hmm. Because their why is very good, they sell an experience. Everybody talks about the the Apple ecosystem is the experience. It just works. I love how the ecosystem plays together. It's such a great experience. How do you think they get that experience? How do you think you get that? You get that because of the data they're collecting on you. They're serving you the experience.
And have been collecting on you for the last 13 years.
But they don't sell your data like Google does. Google doesn't sell your data either, you idiots. They don't do that either. Cut the nonsense. Amateurs. Stop it. Quit it. So aggressive. It's because the Chinese is like
I'm just
riding real dirty.
How loud you are with your new
yeah,
setup.
so fun story. I have a preamp on my microphone.
Because he needed more juice behind his voice.
To be fair, I did it so I could turn down the gain internally on my microphone so I would have less feedback. So less feedback, less like hissing noises. I did that on purpose. So I wanted to lower my volume. So I did a preamp to basically boost the gain so I could turn the gain down internally and reduce the distortion and the hissing. Hopefully it sounds great. However, we're going to do a bit of a test here.
Fun.
Love the tests. I need to find something that both Stats and I can read.
Sorry.
I don't read well. I don't read good. I need something to read.
I mean, you can pick one of the links we have.
I don't want to do that.
You could do...
What's up, Michael?
Some of your favorite lyrics.
Google Pixel Buds. Let's do that. This will just segue really nicely into the next conversation, a series that we're going to have. Because, we're going to talk about it. Something's not connected to the internet. It showed up on my iPhone right there. What does it say? I said Siri wasn't available because she's not on the internet. That's good because she sucks. Ooh, shots fired. We're going to talk about that too because Apple just came into 2017. See, I don't need to be taking these pot shots at Apple. I'm on a MacBook. I have a MacBook Pro. I have a MacBook Pro for work. I have an iPad Pro. I have an iPhone. I have 3 other iPads. I have multiple iPhones. I am as in the Apple ecosystem as you can get.
But you're still Team Pixel. So
100%.
So absolutely. Take whatever shot you want.
Do an intro for Lou Later. How do you do? I've never watched Lou Later. I'll be 100% honest.
I don't even know who or what that is.
Lou from Unbox Therapy. Let's do Stats. Go to the Google store, the Google Pixel Buds A series, and we're going to do the helpful earbuds for the way you move. Sound that's music. What? Huh? Sound that's music to your ears. Enjoy full, crisp audio That's what we're going to do. Okay.
All right, hang on.
We're going to read each one of those things. And so here's the test. The reason why, tell me which one's louder, and then I'll tell you why it's hilarious afterwards. Okay.
Where
Ready?
are you on the website?
It just says helpful buds for the way you move.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Helpful buds for the way you move. Sound that's music to your ears. Enjoy full, crisp audio for your songs, videos, and phone calls. Made to stay in while you work out. With a thoughtful design, they look great and stay firmly in place. Hands-free help when you need a hand. Google gives you answers and updates whenever you need them. A battery that barely needs a break. Keep listening for longer thanks to charging case that lasts all day. Now, Stats, take it away.
Well, I can't find the exact same thing, but
What?
I've still got the headlines. It's okay.
Oh, God.
Helpful earbuds for the way you move. Sound that's music to your ears. Made to stay in while you work out. Hands-free help when you need a hand.
You got a battery one.
Say what now?
You got the battery one.
A battery that barely needs a break.
Now, I would say which one sounds better? I will actually argue that I believe yours sounds clearer.
Well, I can't hear it, so.
You sound clearer to me when you talk. I have more body. Because I actually have more body. Like, I physically have way more body, but I also have way more body in my voice using what
More
we have.
Timbre, more charisma, more.
And so the reason why
je ne sais quoi.
this is funny is because on the board right now, yeah, that's what I thought. On the board right now, I have Stats's. Hang on, there we go. I had to get back in frame there. I have Stats's gain on the Rodecaster Pro running directly to a Shure MV7 microphone at gain 34. Okay, gain 34 all the way up, like volume 100. So the gain 100%, the slider all the way forward, gain 34. Okay. On mine, the bar to slide is halfway, gain 17.
So half and half.
Stats sounds more like when you see. Stats sounds more like when I turn on vocal enhancement on my TV. Both sounded good, different, but equally as good. Okay, I'll take that. I like that.
Appreciate the feedback.
I love the feedback. I tend to like a very
yeah, you do.
I like a very full body sound.
Mm-hmm.
Like full body. That is why I am known as the big body Cadillac. Because everything about me.
Just reach down and feel it.
Everything about me is full body. Can I get a oh yeah? Oh yeah. Okay, so the Twitter sphere was losing their minds. Look, let's talk about a couple things. If you are a tech YouTuber and you buy a product and you use it and you're like, I don't really like this anymore, which is fine. I have no issue at all that you do that. I also have no issue at all when you make a video that says, I returned it because of this. Here's the reason why. I don't care what you buy and spend your money on, because that's what you spend your money on. That's your money. You do whatever you want with it. I don't even mind that you made a video about you returning it. I believe there's like this weird honeymoon phase with technology. Like, I get it. I'm super excited. I'm ready to use it. And then I use it and I'm like, I don't really like that, but man, I really want to like this. So like there's a weird phase where you're trying to force yourself to do this thing. And then you're just like, I don't want to do this anymore. Kevin the Tech Ninja is a perfect example. He didn't do what I just described, I don't believe, but what I'm getting at is he had a beautiful like 38-inch monitor, like a curved monitor that he sold for like dirt cheap. And it was a beautiful monitor. He also had like a MacBook Pro that was all plugged into it. It looked great. But he was like, I'm getting a 24 inch, 27 inch, 24 inch, maybe 21 inch. I don't know. One of the iMacs, one of the new iMacs. And he's just like, look, is it a great machine? Yeah. Just not for me because the monitor's just not big enough.
Yeah.
And I get it. And you know what? You can make a video that says, this isn't for me. This is why this isn't for me. And if you relate to the fact that you're like, yeah, I feel like I'm a lot like Kevin. I wouldn't want a smaller monitor. I agree. I wouldn't buy it now because of that. I'm a lot like Kevin where I'm like, I have a really beautiful monitor right in front of me. I'm used to the space. I don't want to go smaller. Pause. Sorry, I had to. Michael put it out there.
Yeah, I'm with you. If somebody is going to spend their hard-earned money to go buy a product, take the time to make a review, make an unboxing, whatever, and then they figure out that product is just not for them, like you said, it's their money. Take it back.
Who cares?
Get your money back. Buy something else.
And I
don't even really care about the small segment of the YouTube community or tech creators that will only buy something to do a review and then immediately send it back or take it back. Again, I don't care. That's their choice, their decision,
doesn't bother me.
Their money, and their channel. So if anybody out there has a problem with those creators, the unfollow button's real easy to find.
Yeah.
So,
matter of fact, if you talk to them kind of like a rude a-hole, they'll find that block button for you.
Yeah.
They'll let you unfollow them with the quickness. And that's the thing is like, who cares? And then when people are like, it's unethical. Look, there's a lot of unethical things in this world. Buying a product, making a video, and returning it is not necessarily really far up on the list for me.
Our little corner of YouTube isn't even a drop in the bucket.
Like I'm gonna tell you what, from an unethical perspective, we're barely scratching the surface. I am not laundering money. I am not exploiting anybody.
You're paying money for the opportunity to maybe make a little bit of money on YouTube.
If you're buying a product like that and then returning it, the odds are, like I've done it in the past. When I first started, I started it. I was also on the search for really good wireless earbuds. When I started, the first truly wireless buds were a $300 pair of the Bragi Dashes. And they were awful. Awful. And they were $300.
I actually, now that you say
awful.
that,
oh my!
You say that
God.
name, it brought back. You were so excited
to
get them.
Yes,
you got them.
They were awful,
and you were crushed.
I was crushed. It was awful. I bought them and then immediately returned them.
Yeah.
I absolutely made a video about them, and if you go back and talk about the video, I talk about how bad the Bluetooth connection was. I bought and returned them. I don't care. I don't care one bit, because if I was a non-YouTuber person and I did that, and I spent my $300 and I got them, I would have returned them too.
Yeah.
I just happened to make a video about how bad they were and you shouldn't buy them. I actually did a public service.
And I guess that's where I just don't understand it, because any other thing that you buy that you do not like, or, say you even got it for free. Say it's a birthday present or a Christmas present.
Sure.
There's a reason there's such a thing as if you don't get exactly what you want, you have the power to exchange it for something else.
Tech for needs says the best.
Why are tech creators
different,
being drug over the coals for this?
Because we make videos, and people think that you make videos, you must make a lot of money on YouTube. That's just not statistically the truth.
Or
it's just not.
Do they think that you're buying something and holding on to it forever just because you made a video about it?
I think that there's like a perception that we do hold. Like, look, I got a lot of crap. Don't get me wrong. If you look in the studio,
a lot more crap if you hadn't gotten rid of some of your.
I give a lot away because I'm like, I don't want to hoard stuff. As a matter of fact, I forgot here.
Oh, I got more stuff?
Yeah, here's another. You wanted that monitor.
Oh, I already have one.
Well, congratulations.
Now I got two.
You now have two. Figure it out, pumpkin. I probably have a few other things. If you actually did the show at your house, I'd give you a microphone, but until then, no.
I still have my Yeti.
Like, it's time to upgrade. You have a beautiful MV7 right in front of you.
You have a beautiful MV7.
I do have a beautiful MV7. And then I have a Rode the USB Mini, which is just a beautiful microphone. I'm becoming like Pod Stage, Bandrew Scott. I love microphones now. I love them. I don't know why. I just love them. My phone museum is super gross at the moment. Juan, you just moved, bro. That's probably why. Man, Juan, I'm sorry. I keep saying this. I need to find a Sony Xperia 1 Mark II. I've got to push myself to get one. Bless America.
Well, you're going to have some free time over the next couple of days.
I know.
Get on the internet and buy some stuff.
I want to find a Best Buy close to me. So, okay.
Yeah, I'm reading Michael's.
I'm going to put it up on screen because I haven't read it yet. What bothers me is when people buy something knowing they're not going to like it, it's not for them. How are they to be objective and talk about what provide value for the viewer with a bias? So I'm gonna make an assumption by what you're saying.
I've got an answer for this one too.
So you're saying that somebody, hey Pixelpia, somebody is going into the store knowing they're going to hate a product, buying it with the intent to just crush it on a video because they hate it, they openly hate it, and they're going to buy it and return it to show how much they hate it. I'm going to assume that's probably the use case you're describing.
Yeah, that's what I took away.
Okay. I mean, I'll be honest. That is a lot of work.
I know.
That is a lot of work. If there is somebody out there that does that, y'all need some free time because y'all must have a bunch of free time because that is so much work that I don't want to do. Like I don't even live that far away from like a FedEx return for Amazon. I don't even want to do that if I bought something on Amazon to drive it like just a few blocks away, like a mile maybe, to return it. That's even more work than I want to do.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting concept. If you got somebody who bought things with the intent of not like jerry rigs, but with the intent of just trashing it. If it was like a negative promotion YouTube channel, that would actually be an interesting concept. I don't think that's what Michael's talking about. You know,
that is really that is a really interesting concept.
Think
about
it this way.
That out loud.
Think about it this way: if you knew going in that you were going to hate the braggy dashes, however you pronounce it.
Braggy dash.
So, but you did it anyway just to drive views and, you know, people shouting at each other in your comments.
Wow,
that could be an interesting channel. But
wow, that's a really interesting channel idea.
Let's come back to that in a second. To answer Michael's question, the way I think about it is what he exactly said. If someone buys something knowing they're not going to like it and it's not for them, but they want to do a review of it anyway, they need to say that up front. They need to say, hey, I'm captain of Team Pixel, but I picked up the newest iPhone just to check it out and see what the competition is doing. I don't think I'm going to like it. Here is my real-world, real-time reaction to the iOS. If somebody did a video like that, I would be more likely to watch it as opposed to the, you know, I just got the new iPhone 12 Pro Max S, and it's the best thing ever. Because that's a fanboy, and that's not a video that I'm interested in.
I'm a fanboy of Pixel.
I know.
That's what I do.
But I'm interested in Pixels. So.
I know, but there's a ton of people out there that's interested in Apple stuff. I almost said something way different than that.
But, I mean, I'm interested in Pixels. I'm interested in your channel. But
that's because you're on it.
It still takes me a week to watch your videos.
Does it really?
I haven't watched the Amazon one yet.
That was a good one.
I know.
That was a really good video. I got to be honest with you. That video is and I'm going to come back to this in a second because it's all about me, evidently. I mean, you are on the channel, so I mean, it is what it is.
It is your channel.
Okay, so Michael was like, Scott was dead on with what he said. Seen great videos about Android and Windows from the perspective of an Apple lover, and it's an awesome perspective, but the reaction is pure, most likely. Got it. Yeah, so I'm reminded of this, and I'm going to go ahead and say it.
Love it.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. I have no trouble at all with any of the individuals that I am about to mention. and I may not even mention him by name. For the folks that are in the comments, they're going to know exactly where this comes from. There was a certain, it was Austin Evans. I didn't even get that far into it. I didn't even get that far into it. I didn't get 3 words, and I was like, I'm not going to name a name. It was Austin Evans. He made a video about a Sony phone. There was another gentleman that made a retort article. That other gentleman that made the retort article was absolutely unequivocally spot on, and I love him very much because what he commented on was Austin whiffed. Straight up. He just whiffed. Now, he probably got the phone for free. He probably didn't do a buy and return, but he just straight up whiffed on it. Like, he didn't do the phone justice. Now, Michael, I believe if that was a situation where there was somebody who is so far on the I love Apple bandwagon and they trash the Sony phone just like that, then yes, I have a problem with that. I thought Austin's better than that. Straight up. I don't know the guy. I don't know him at all. I'm not going like shots fired. Like, technically speaking, it's going after Austin Evans. Look, one, he's not going to give a damn about me at all. And I don't expect him to, but I'm also not being critical of him. I just thought he missed. He does good stuff. Not my cup of tea, but he does good stuff. He has a great production value. He just missed on that video. Just straight up whiffed. And it's okay. I've whiffed on a lot. I am not perfect. Nobody is.
I was going to say.
Oh, boy. What are you going to throw me under the bus for?
Well, you've admitted to this on the live show in the past. But, well, see, I don't know if you want to talk about it.
Okay, I'm going to mute really quick. Take your face out of the camera.
All right.
That was fun. Like, look, so you guys got to see that I was talking to him. That was the best part.
So
I did whiff. I whiffed on what you're about to say.
You made a video
100%
without any forewarning, knowledge, or whatever, just based on your best guess of what the Pixel Bud A's would be. Mm-hmm. And you claim you whiffed on it.
I whiffed on it.
So
totally whiffed. Straight, strong whiff. As a matter of fact, how long ago?
That was probably 4 or 5 months ago.
I don't think it was that long, was it?
I don't know.
You're supposed to know this.
Well, as myself, I got to the topic before I wanted to. I didn't have
Jesus.
I didn't have it. I'll find it.
Okay.
I'll pull it up.
I whiffed on the Pixel Buds A, period, because I actually believed. So what you're going to see, these are the Pixel Buds 2. Dose.
2.
I can assure you that these are the Pixel Buds 2. Yes, I did. So you're going to hear so you saw that there were 2 things in my hand. Okay? So they're very much in my possession. Yes, Michael, I did. I apologize. I can't admit this. I do not have a Pixel Fold. I don't have a Pixel 5, or I don't have a Pixel 5a. I don't have a Pixel 6. I don't have any of those. My Pixel 5 is still plugged in right here. Nothing at all going on about that. So, and I'll be honest with you, even if I could tell you, I'd still lie to your face. Straight out to your face.
Just boom.
Straight to your face. Straight to the dome. The Pixel Buds 3, I whiffed on that video.
It was 2 months ago.
2 months ago.
It's doing 2,200 views.
Cool.
We need to get some more viewership in there, guys.
Like a couple days after I published that video, I was able to acquire them for almost 2 months. And I use them every day. You
use the A's every day?
Every day.
Nice.
Every single day. Everything that you hear about the battery life, 100% true. So, 100% true. The battery life is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Great. I use them every day for a morning call that I have with a friend of ours, Justin. We talk every day. I have them in my ear. The fatigue is just not there. They are incredibly comfortable.
Are you using the
foam tips?
Nope. That I got you?
Straight up regular tip,
ones.
Regular old tips.
All right.
Right out of them. It is Jason, so did you whiff on the Pixel Buds intentionally? No, nope, sure didn't. I didn't. Nope, but I'm full admitting. Not only did I not intentionally do that, I missed so bad.
Y'all are giving Scott way too much credit, thinking he's thinking that far ahead to put wrong propaganda out there.
I know, right?
On behalf of Google.
No, sure didn't. Basically,
throw
that video,
those bloodhounds off.
I know, right? Basically, I was putting the video out, and I was actually talking with Juan about it. I put it out in the universe because I was like, I really hope that I'm right about this. It's like, I got a good feeling. I don't think they'll do the A thing. I think they're going to go like Cadillac of earbuds. Nope.
Sure didn't.
But I will say this. They are an unbelievable bud. I would pick them over the 2s. Hands down, bar none. 10 out of 10.
What are your? Give me your top 3 reasons why you would pick them.
There's no connection issues. The connection issue that almost everybody talked about with the Pixel Buds 2, where you put the buds in, you have the same ones I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Where they'll drop periodically every once in a while for no reason at all.
Even with my phone in my pocket.
It doesn't matter.
Happened to me on vacation.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The Pixel Buds Series A doesn't do it. Just doesn't do it. Because they connect differently without getting into like too technical mumbo jumbo. They connect independently whereas before they went through your brain. So the Pixel Buds 2. So Michael, good point about the volume control. I'm going to touch on that in a second. I'm going to make a dedicated video probably next week when it comes to this. So I'll just everybody here I know won't say anything to me in the comments, but inevitably I'm going to get somebody in the comments like, he didn't show the product at all, blah, 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 blah. I can't. I'm not allowed. I am not allowed to show you the product. Straight up, just not.
Google came in and actually mounted the case to his desk. He can't pick it up.
I literally, look, see, it's to my desk. I can't pick it up. I'd be like, look, these are seriously just the 2s. So they're white. You can actually tell because the other ones are actually green.
So connection issues.
That's just not there. Okay. That's just phenomenal. Microphones are great. Better
than the 2s?
Oh yeah.
The microphone.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I thought the 2's microphone was great.
Yeah.
But like the Pixel Buds Series A is phenomenal. Because I use them for conference calls every day. I'm telling you, every day. I can give you the battery life, phenomenal, unbelievable, and the sound. So there's 2 parts to the sound that gets me. Just the fullness of the sound is just great. Like the music just sounds amazing. Mids are nice and crisp. The tones, like the vocal tones, are super crisp. There's not too much bass. There's tons of body in there. Everything about it just sounds so good. But the thing that I love the most about the sound is the adaptive sound. The adaptive sound on the Series A buds are so good that I don't have to touch the volume controls. And so, Michael, this gets to the point of the volume controls. Yes, I have to say, okay, keyword, turn the volume up, okay, or turn the volume up in my pocket. But like when I'm on the mower is a perfect example. When I'm mowing, I'll have the volume, maybe I'll get on the mower and forget to turn the volume up. It will just turn the volume up. The microphones will recognize the fact that there is a loud thing there, and it will turn the volume up for me to where I don't have to worry about it. And then it turns it down when I turn the mower off. When the dog barks, turns it down, get the chime, goes right back up. When I'm inside, it doesn't allow me to go too high to where I blow out my eardrums, but then it drops it too. Like, I don't have to mess with the volume nearly as much as I thought I did. And that's just the straight up real truth. That is why I'm not, because I had made some comments that that's going to be a problem. That will be a problem. That's going to get crushed in the media. It's a non-issue for me because the adaptive sound is just that good.
Right.
I can't explain it to you. If you have them on pre-order, you're going to love them. The connection issues are gone. They're a great $100 bud. They're $99, right?
Yeah.
$99. I buy them 10 out of 10 times before I buy the Pixel Buds 2. The wireless like the cases do feel different in terms of weight. Well, you can attest to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the cases feel different from a weight perspective. It's the wireless coil. And who cares? What,
Right.
I'm not like
I've never used my case to charge wirelessly. I plug it in. I mean, yeah.
So
that's really the only two differences from a negative standpoint. There's no volume control on the bud.
Yeah,
there's no wireless charging to the case.
Correct.
Oh my God.
Everything else is basically identical. So tech-free needs,
and they added better Bluetooth and the adaptive sound.
Well, the adaptive sound's also on Pixel Buds 2. I just found
it's better though.
Exceptionally better on the A's, like just unbelievably better. Sound comparison wise, they're really close because I have foam tips thanks to stats on the Pixel Buds 2. I like the sound out of the A's. There is just much to Miss Sheila's point, full body sound. Yes, there's a full body sound. It just feels. I wanted the A
into your brain.
I wanted A and C on the video where I whiffed completely. I wanted A and C on it. I didn't need it. I don't need it. I straight up don't need it.
Yeah. And everybody needs to remember when you made that Pixel Bud 3 video, we were expecting the next full line, the next upgrade from the ones which were wired-ish to the 2s which were truly wireless. You made that video with the next Cadillac of wireless headphones from Google. Google pulled a fast one, and they came out with an A model.
They came out with a Toyota Urus.
Right.
Whatever.
So maybe you can recycle that Pixel Bud 3 video in a couple of 6 months when you start hearing rumors about the next full-size Cadillac version of the wireless, and maybe they'll have ANC.
I like what you did. Like, look at you. I'll just change the thumbnail and tags the title and be like, look, I had this out way before.
Absolutely.
Look at me. I'm so far ahead.
I did that with college papers all the time.
Mario, yes. The Pixel Buds Series A. Artie's on pre-order. You're going to love them. You're going to love them. My goodness, they are so good. Obviously, the Google Assistant's phenomenal. Double tap to go forward, triple tap to go backwards. All that stuff still remains the same. It is still, you can still do all of those things in both buds. None of that stuff is different. You can't swipe for volume controls. Press and hold for making calls, sending messages, whole 9 yards. Do all of it. I'm telling you, they're identical.
For $99.
They're identical.
Absolutely.
They're identical in terms of even build quality. They look identical to the Pixel 2s. The case is the same. The size is the same. They look the same, except for the color.
If you went out and bought like a Nomad leather case like Scott did for his 2s,
I'll show you right now.
The case will fit in it.
This is a Nomad case. Oh, well, that actually. Thank you. Nomad case. These are the 2s. So these are the 2s because they're white. You can very clearly see that these fit in there on purpose as soon as I put it on the right way. So these are the 2s. You can tell because there's a light right there at the bottom. Right there. That is one difference. There's no light there on the A's. There's just no light there. The light is higher up. It's closer to the actual lip. It's like right here.
Yeah.
Right here. Whereas down here is on the Pixel Buds 2. Ho!
So any accessories, anything else you've bought to go with your Pixel Bud 2s is absolutely 100% going to work with the A model. And Michael Secret asked a good question. I wonder why the A series always ends up being so much better. And I think you answered your own question because they come out with a big body Cadillac version. They learn from their mistakes. They listen to the feedback of the consumers. Then they roll out, 3/4 of a big body Cadillac, but at a much cheaper price point, and it goes nuts. Mm-hmm. And I think Google has really hit on something with their A models. And
so you just saw
I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with the 5A phone.
So just so you know, you saw it. Right? I did a video about this. The A series is always like a real quick sneak peek into what Google's going to have coming in the fall. It's like a Easter egg, just delight. If you go back and look at the 3A, you saw what the 4 and the 4A or the 4XL is going to look like. 4A, so with the 4A. This is where you saw the punch out in the upper left-hand corner. What did the Pixel 5 have? Punch out in the upper left-hand corner. Mm-hmm. There's a really good, like Google has that trend. If you follow the trend, and it's not a perfect science, of course. If you follow a trend, you'll see whatever the 5A looks like. And I still don't have it. I know Jason says, well, based on this, I'm assuming I've had it for months at this point. Still no. God's honest truth. Swear to you. No one. You don't even believe me.
I know. We've been ragging on him today for having the Buds A for 2 months. So I will go on record right now, hand on my heart. He does not have any extra phones beyond the 5
that you're aware of.
I mean, I've been gone for a week, so.
Oh, he got you. He added that little caveat right there at the end for you. But Google really showcases where they're going in the fall with what they release in the A line. The A line is so good. It just goes to show you exactly the same thing that Juan and I have gone on about, exactly the same thing we made videos about. He had a phone challenge 1. I had a phone challenge 2. You can do so freaking much with a device that's just mid-tier on a spec sheet. Mm-hmm. Because the specs don't always matter.
Well, and as we always say, the best device is the one you have with you. Whether it's a pair of mid-level wireless earbuds, whether it's a mid-range spec phone, whether it's a mid-range Chromebook laptop. If you already have it with you and you have the will, the desire, and the drive to make content, you can make content. Mm-hmm. You don't need a top-the-line MacBook Pro running Final Cut Pro X, to compete.
Nope.
You just have to use what you've got, use your own creativity, and make it happen.
Yeah, if you go back and look who won the phone challenge number 2 with me, he put out a phenomenal video, edited on a Pixel 4a, shot and edited on a 4a. That's a $350 device.
Right.
$350. Phenomenal. Love it. What is this?
So, Michael Secret had another really interesting question that we can try to answer, but I also think it might make a good video for you once you are
talking about
unembargoed.
Are you talking about the swapping out the case?
Yeah. Can you drop
you can't.
A-buds into the 2 case?
The charging pins are different.
Okay.
So if you look at it, that is one of the other differences. If you look at the Pixel Buds, if you can find a picture of them, I think you can on the Pixel Buds A site. If you go to the Google store and
I got it.
If you go to the Google store and you start to see them come out of the case, you can see a little bit. I think the A series has 2 little pins to charge, so the case inside has like 2 little electrodes that stick out to charge them. Whereas on the Pixel Buds 2, you only have 3.
Yeah. Okay.
So you have 3 from the charging. So theoretically, no, I don't believe you could.
Have you tried?
No, I'm going to try right now.
Okay, I was going to say live on camera.
Literally
folks.
live on camera, see if I can do it because I don't think
you
I can.
can't see it, but Scott can. Mr. Pixel Boy himself.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't register.
So, Michael, to answer your question, no, it won't work. Google thought about it. But again,
I just tried.
$99. Just drop down that C note. Free shipping. You're good to go.
Look at you, Google. Get that man a sponsorship. Get me a sponsorship first, though.
I mean, I'm sponsored by Google through you. So
true story. That's a fact.
Phone, earbuds, and laptop.
That's a fact.
All from you.
That's a fact. Let's see. Google. Let's see. Thank you so much for stopping by, Ms. Bowler. I want Pixel over the ear. The Trio, yes, Juan. The Trio would be really, really good. Over the ear, okay, yeah, I would love that. Utilizing the AI and the machine recognition. Whoo, Lord have mercy. Now, come on, now, don't tease me.
I know.
Don't tease.
Ear cans with ANC that Bluetooth to my phone or my laptop with the assistant on an airplane. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
Yep. Jason, Google continues to show the great software. Doesn't require amazing specs. Thank you. Juan and I have been saying that from the clouds of the heavens, that it's not Well, look, we've reached peak smartphone. Let's be honest. You can only shove so much. Do you need 12 gigs of RAM in a phone? No. Is it nice? Sure. But for the average person, I'm going to use the average person scenario because I probably fall into that. It's like most people, one, they don't even care. Most people, they don't even know.
Yeah.
Like if you go and ask my sister barely knows what a screen protector is.
Wow.
I said what I said.
I know.
I said what I said.
I know
she
your
full
sister,
admits
so.
it. Like I was going to say, you do if you're Samsung. That's fair. You need 12 gigs of RAM. Bloat. The bloat. I need 12 gigs of RAM because I need at least 6 gigs of RAM to run, One UI now or whatever it's called.
12 gigs of RAM just to get the phone to turn on.
To be fair, though, I have a Samsung Galaxy Note 20, and it's great. It's great, too. Each phone has their own thing. I would not have bought it if I did not get a great deal on it. I traded in like a $60 Huawei device, and they're like, here's $1,000 credit on your AT&T account for a Note 20 Ultra. Of course I'm going to do that.
Yeah, why not?
Why would I not do that? Because at that point, it's like, okay,
Test
I get an extra line. I get a device that is really, really good. I can make videos. And I haven't made a single one. So I'm literally just paying for a device that I'm not even using. Quintessential American.
First world problems.
First world problems. I see Google taking Lens and doing things like you hold up the Pixel, point at an art piece, click it, and starts to tell you more about it through the earbuds. Yeah. I do it all the time.
I think part of that already exists. I mean, it'll definitely pull up and tell you what the art piece is. I don't know if it'll actually talk to you.
Oh, it does. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, it absolutely will. I use it all the time to make sure that I'm not stepping in poison ivy.
We could go find out what kind of mushrooms there are growing in your backyard that one of your kids was wondering about.
No, officer, that's not the kind of those mushrooms.
Make sure it's not going to make anybody sick.
I don't think it's those kind of mushrooms.
Well, we can use Google Lens here when we're done and figure it out.
To be fair, if that's truly those mushrooms, that is very much news to me. And then I have a lot of questions. Who has been in my yard?
It's those damn Keebler elves.
Damn elves. It's all the squirrels. The squirrels. Android 12, I have the beta on a couple of my devices. It looks great. Looks phenomenal. I am later tonight, if the weather breaks, I'm going to try the new video astrophotography mode, which came out on the Pixel device. I don't know why I just don't do everything Pixel. I mean, I pretty much do anyway.
I mean, what don't you do, Pixel?
I do other videos. It's not Pixel. I did Amazon video.
Okay. All right. Sorry. You were talking about videos. So, I mean, we did kind of open the show with this, that you are the rarest of rare unicorns. 50% of your family life lives on apples, and then you take up the rest of the 50% with all of your non-Apple devices.
I take up a 50% for a lot of things.
Well, you know.
I'm trying to do the quick calculation of my weight of my 3 kids and my wife.
No, that's not. I wasn't even going to go there. I was just going to go from a technological standpoint.
I think it's closer than I care to admit.
Google rules the smart speakers in your home.
100%. I don't have any other ones.
Used to rule your Wi-Fi until you had some issues with it.
I went to an Alien Amplify, a Ubiquiti Alien Amplify or something like that.
But like you said, the Apple ecosystem works.
Yeah.
For 4/5 of the people in your house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one of them isn't really using. Well, no, she still uses an iPad. So yeah, I mean, you could absolutely make your channel all Pixel, all Google, all the time.
That's basically what I've done. Let's be real.
But I think when you have something that you want to talk about, or you are passionate about, or especially when you're doing the comparison side by side in the same camera rig videos, those are awesome.
I got to be honest with you. A lot of people have said that. I thought when I first started to do that, I thought I was like, no one is ever going to watch these videos.
But see, I think that is even more proof of concept of what we were talking about earlier. You have told everyone from day one, you are captain of Team Pixel. But you are willing to go out, spend the money, spend the time, the energy, the resources, and actually go outside and walk in the real world where there are real people and do comparison videos.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. I actually enjoy making those videos. I enjoy because It's easy, which is always nice, but it's fun because I do, in fact, get to just walk around and talk about something that I have a passion about. It makes it easy. So I appreciate that. Thank you. It's nice to have you back in studio. Way to stroke the ego.
Somebody
so
has to.
I'm not the captain of Team Pixel.
Okay.
I am the Lord. The Lord of Team Pixel. The Lord.
Is anybody else tired of him yet?
There's 13 people watching this right now that's probably like, why am I still here?
There's 11 people watching because we're both logged on to the stream too.
Shut up. There's 13 because it says 15 right here. Shut up, you jerk.
Now it says 15. Now I see it.
Amazon says, Amazon. Michael says, Amazon, never trusted Amazon. Now I trust them even less with Sidewalk. Yeah, so June 8th, I put a video out. June 8th. Amazon, if you have a slew of products, and Stats is probably going to drop the video in there.
Yep.
There is a link in the description there where you can say, do you have a product? Basically, open the Ring app, go to the settings somewhere within the Ring app, and you can find Amazon Sidewalk. See if you are toggled into Sidewalk. Basically, and I'll talk about it in the video, is they're sharing your internet with all of your neighbors
without really telling you.
Yes. They tell you, you're just automatically opted in.
Right.
They share a little bit of your internet with your neighbors to make sure that all the products work together. Now, there's a lot of encryption and a whole lot of protection and this, that, and the other on there. I'm not worried about like the neighbors. I'm worried about the people cracking into your, like, look, if you're like me, I can open up my Wi-Fi on any of the device I have and see all the open networks.
Right.
And you know what? I don't think so. I don't even like want to give an opportunity to that. Like, no, just I want to almost live in my bubble here.
Oh no, the first thing I always do, and I'll give all credit to Greg for this. Whenever I end up with a new Wi-Fi system or a new internet, I change the password.
Every time.
I don't give a crap who's giving it to me, and they say, well, we really don't like you to change the name or the password. Fuck you, I'm paying for it.
Hey, language demonetized. Jeez. I don't know. It's been a long time since that word slipped out.
Well, you know.
Womp, 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 womp. You owe me money. I'm not going to make any money on the show.
I bought you dinner. I bought your wife dinner. I bought your kid dinner.
That's fair. You bought Chinese food.
Still dinner.
That's fair. She's aggressive.
None of y'all even ate all of yours.
I do so much food. Shelly, thanks for, she says, welcome back from vacation. Hello, hello.
Thank you.
Yo no soy, what is that word? I can't. Marinero?
Hang on.
Soy Capitan. I'm.
It's you are not something. You are my captain, but I'll figure it out here in a second.
I'm the captain. I am the gnome of Team Apple. Thank you so much, Miss Sheila. Appreciate the comparisons. Makes more confident about my opinion. I have to say, okay, hang on. Here we go. Hang on, Scott. I have to say that simply for the features and modes that Google put in the Pixel video, it is the best video on Android. Stability with Cinema Pan, even in dark, is amazing. Boom, 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 boom. Let me hang on. I know that took a lot for you to admit, Michael. I know it did. That's right. There you go, my friend. I'm waiting for Google to announce that Scott is the president of the Pixel division.
Oh my goodness!
Good Lord, that would be nice.
That would be a jump.
I don't know if I wonder if Made by Google on Twitter would. I want like a sticker, that just says like #1 made by Google fan.
I mean, we could start a Twitter campaign to get you to take over the Made by Google account, like on your birthday or something, because it's usually
they're 100% not going to let that.
You never know.
Nah.
You know somebody in their social media department.
No, I don't. Not anymore.
Yeah.
You missed that.
No, I saw it.
Okay.
I talked to her.
Okay.
But I saw it.
It's iPhone
she's
and
still got contacts.
iPhone and Pixel for content creation for me all day. Totally get it. absolutely understand. It is great. Like both of those devices are phenomenal. If you look, and again, I've crapped all over Apple today.
First 10 minutes of the show.
All over Apple. If you go out and look at my Instagram, I put a photo out today of Niagara Falls. Mm-hmm. Great photo. Loved it. Handheld shot using an iPhone. Shot with an app called Spectre.
No, it
Spectre?
No, it was something else. I had to look it up. I didn't.
No, you're on my iPhone. Otherwise, I'd look at it. It's Spectre. 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 Yeah, I want to bet.
Okay, how much?
Okay, now hang on a minute. How much do you want me to bet?
Yeah.
I'll bet. Really? You really want? Because it's made by the app is called Spectre.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Want to bet?
Is it black and green?
I have no idea. I just know the name that you put on your photo is not Spectre.
It is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, stop it. So hang on a minute. Let me finish. It's made by an app company or called Holiday.
Or Halide.
Hey, yeah, that.
Yeah.
But the app, so Halide is one app, and then there's another app called Spectre.
Well, but the one you tagged is Halide. So.
Because they own both apps.
All right. You still didn't write the word Spectre on your...
I did. Look at the hashtag.
Shot on iPhone, shot with Spectre, but it's not
it's
not the
how
name
much
of the
you want
app,
to you want to bet?
Halide,
you want to bet?
Halide app. That's who
That's
you tagged.
the company who makes the app.
Huh?
God.
We're both right.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. And you want to bet? How much you want to bet?
I almost had you there for a second.
You didn't almost have me. I knew I was right.
Turn that gain down.
I ain't turning nothing down. I'm gonna do nothing. No, nothing. Halide, but Spectre is the name of the app because it slows everything down and makes it look crazy and like blurs the water. It looks just phenomenal. Shot on an iPhone.
Maybe you should use that for your thumbnails.
No. Pixel is
Make you look better.
No, Pixel is cheat code when it comes to thumbnails.
Yes, portrait mode.
Oh my God, still.
I got some really great shots when I was on vacation, including a really spectacular one of a jellyfish that was washed up the first day we were there, and the portrait mode was just bonkers.
Pixel Pia, what was up with the photo? That particular photo was basically like think at nighttime where you basically try to get the stars to
move.
Yeah, it's oh my God, why can't I think of it?
Technically, the stars aren't moving; the Earth is rotating.
Yeah. It's
a long exposure.
Long exposure. That's the word I was looking for. Long exposure. It wasn't thanks to Apple. No, you're right. It not necessarily wasn't thanks to Apple. It was thanks to the app, which is unfortunately Spectre only on Apple. That's the downfall. If it was on a Pixel, I would have just shot it on Pixel. That's the one benefit to me that Apple has is like folks are making these awesome dedicated apps.
They market themselves to the app creators.
And they're a great marketing company. And full circle with literally 40 seconds left in the show for the hour. That is
well done.
Well done. Well done. Air fist bump. That was a real nice thing to do.
Air
All right.
fist.
Stats.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Everyone still says you suck, but where can they find you?
It's okay. I'm still here. They're not. I am at Helix Heinlein on the Tweet Machine, Country Smith on the Instagram. I haven't posted anything as cool as Scott's photo yet, but I also haven't put any photos of my vacation up yet. So.
Well, I'm actually going to be out of the office starting
I remember
tomorrow.
what the first part of that video is from.
What?
PTO, prepare the others. That's what we couldn't think of a couple of weeks ago.
PTO, prepare the others. Yep. That makes way more sense now.
Yes, it does.
Way more sense. Okay. Find me at the Scott Peachy on Instagram, at Scott Peachy on Twitter. I will probably post some Instagrammy things because I'm going to be up in Michigan.
Well, you're going to be driving a car. You might as well sing.
No, I'm not going to sing. I'm going to be listening to not a podcast. I'm going to be listening to an audiobook called The Happiness Advantage by Sean Acor. It's about positive psychology.
There you go.
Because I'm a nerd. All right, y'all. Thanks for stopping by. We will be back next.
See ya.